Hello everyone, my name is Amochi, and in today's video, we are not only talking about recent releases from June, but also some upcoming ones to keep an eye out for this July, with a wide variety of different genres included. So whether you're looking for something to add to your cart or your wish list, this video will definitely have something new for you. As always, all the games featured in this video are individually timestamped, so feel free to skip around and see which titles pique your interest. And if you're new to the channel, then be sure to subscribe for future news about upcoming cozy games. The first game on the list is the lovingly hand-sculpted and wholesome creature collecting and base building sandbox adventure game, Oddfauna, currently available in early access on Steam. In this vibrant and cozy adventure, you'll grow the terror beast you live on from a tiny patch of land into a whimsical travelling world, forming a special bond and nurturing their macrobiome by collecting a diverse population of unique flora and fauna. Explore vibrant biomes and strange lands by terrorback, from mountainous ranges and lush forests to expansive grasslands and tranquil coastlines. However, beware of the blighted regions, ensuring you are properly prepared. Build yourself a shelter to stay safe from the natural elements, all whilst foraging, farming, crafting, and befriending the wild odd fauna that you meet along the way to expand your skill set and create your very own thriving ecosystem. Transform your terror beast into your own unique paradise, terraforming to carve rivers and lakes or raise mountains. Just remember, your choices will also impact the other odd fauna inhabitants, so be thoughtful of the diverse flora and environments preferred by each of your friends. Odd fauna looks super cute, and I absolutely love the handmade clay art style, not to mention the concept of living on the back of an adorable giant dinosaur-like creature and helping it to grow and thrive. It definitely reminds me of the Wandering Village, if you know that one, but with more of an emphasis on the interdependence of a natural ecosystem and also the importance of species diversity. If you love creature collection games in which you manage habitats for your companion's liking, such as Paleo Pines and Planet Zoo, as well as adventuring across a multitude of unique biomes in games like Outbound and Spiritfarer, and of course constructing a shelter and managing resources in classic survival games like Minecraft, then you should definitely check this one out. Before we get into the next game, I just want to give a quick content warning, as this one deals with some heavy themes, for example death and terminal illness, which may be triggering for some viewers. If this is not something that you want to hear about, then please do skip to the next game on the list, Memento, using the timestamps in the description down below. And with that being said, this next game, Swan Song, is a cozy and emotional, interactive puzzle game set inside a magical music box, available right now on Steam. In this charming puzzler, you'll learn how to slow down, listen, and reflect as you guide a small swan figurine to safety by placing notes of different shapes and sizes on a musical scale to activate platforms and open pathways across over 100 unique levels, all the while uncovering fragments of a touching story of grief, memories, and regret throughout 9 voice-acted chapters, as well as the secrets of the box's creator and the family it was lovingly made for. Swan Song is the perfect game to unwind and relax of an evening, especially if you don't mind shedding a few tears along the way. I love the unique mechanic of creating a heartfelt melody to unlock the correct pathway forwards, as it's not something I've personally seen done before. If you're anything like me and you love a somewhat short but overwhelmingly wholesome 3D object puzzler with a soppy narrative that will most likely make you cry, such as Assemble with Care, Projected Dreams, and Unpacking, then you should definitely check out the free demo for Swan Song, which is available on Steam right now. The next game on the list, also available to play right now, is the wholesome and relaxing casual puzzler and decorator with a Choices Matter narrative, Memento, which you can find on all major platforms. In this cozy room decorator with a twist, the choices you make play out over the course of a lifetime, altering the direction of your story based on the items you choose to treasure and take with you as you decorate room after room. Begin in childhood, picking out toys that represent your dreams for the future, and following them into adulthood as you explore a variety of wildly different settings and themes in a fully interactable world. Uncover stories of heartbreak, wonder, and love as you learn the significance of the sentimental treasures that follow you throughout your journey, and expand your catalogue of items and furniture to play with in the game's endless creative mode. Replay the story as many times as your heart desires, uncovering new endings and exploring an evolving story of love and loss as you freely decorate every room you inhabit throughout each lifetime and immerse yourself in the hand-drawn sceneries. Memento is essentially unpacking, but make it choices matter, with different outcomes and rooms to discover depending on the items you choose to decorate with. Not to mention the freedom that comes with being able to decorate your own personalised rooms in a separate creative mode, the perfect addition to any decorating-based puzzle game. So if you do love unpacking or similar decorating puzzle games, for example Whisper of the House, Hosey, or Make Room, then you should definitely check out Memento. The next game on the list is the highly anticipated solar-powered survival and open-world exploration game with a focus on crafting and base building, Solarpunk, also out now on all major platforms. In this exploration and survival game, set in a technologically advanced handcrafted world of floating islands, you'll construct buildings, grow food, craft gadgets, and explore distant sky islands in your very own airship, either solo or with your friends. Design your dream sustainable base with a wide variety of materials and decorations, building freely and adding fun and unique cozy details to make your island truly feel like a home. All while creating and utilising a renewable energy system, automating the processes of resource gathering and farming, and planning ahead for changing weather conditions by storing energy in batteries to keep your base up and running. Solarpunk was one of my most highly anticipated games for this year, so I'm excited that it's finally here. I love the idea of living off of the land in a resourceful and eco-friendly manner, and the idea of exploring floating islands, kind of reminiscent of Raft but in the sky rather than the sea. Not to mention the base building looks super in-depth and I can't wait to see what everybody creates. So if you love exploration-heavy survival craft games like Raft and Outbound, cozy farming gameplay in titles like Stardew Valley and Coral Island, and of course uncovering a vast world of islands in games like Spiritfarer, Moonstone Island and Aloft, then you should definitely check this one out. Next we have the relaxing florist and casual shop management sim with a cozy narrative, Puni the Florist, available right now on Steam. In this silly, wholesome and relatable journey of self-discovery, you'll manage, customize and decorate your very own whimsical flower shop with the help and occasional chaos of a clueless fairy, designing and arranging unique bouquets and fulfilling the different requests of the quirky local townsfolk, each with their own stories to uncover. Puni the Florist has an adorable hand-drawn art style, and from what I've seen so far of the flower arranging mechanics, it looks to be very fleshed out, allowing you to cut stems and leaves and bend and rearrange flowers freely in the bouquet as you wish. With lots of different vibes of requests, from warm sunflowers to gothic roses, and heartfelt stories for each character, sure to keep the gameplay loop fun and fresh. Not to mention the concept of a fairy running a flower shop is just super wholesome and cozy anyway. So if you love everything flowers and fairies, as well as simple shop management games like Sticky Business, Coffee Talk and Ship Inc., then you should definitely check out the free demo for Puni the Florist, available on Steam. And just another quick content warning for this next game, as it will also be tackling topics of death, grief and violence. Once again, if this is something you find triggering, then please do not hesitate to skip to the next game using the timestamps down in the description. The next game on the list is the standalone prequel to the beloved Choices Matter visual novel and fantasy tavern keeping sim, Tavern Talk 2 Dreamwalker, available right now on Steam including Mac support and the Nintendo Switch. In this D&D inspired drink making adventure, you'll run the Drowsy Dragon, a cozy seaside tavern located on the coast of Borkum in the southeast of Pessoa. 36 years before the events of the original Tavern Talk game, meeting unique adventurers, gathering juicy rumours and mixing fate-altering beverages once more to prevent dreams from twisting into nightmares. Meet new and familiar faces as your establishment flourishes and word spreads, turning regulars into friends. Listen to the adventurous stories of your patrons, picking up on local rumours and turning them into rewarding quests. Mix unique drinks from a wide ensemble of magical potions, writing fate in your menu and uncovering a branching narrative with 3 unique endings depending on the choices and beverages you make. But beware, something troubling is brewing on the horizon. Those of you who have been around the channel for a while will know I'm a huge fan of drink-making visual novel games, whether that's the Coffee Talk series, Valhalla, or the OG Now to Be a series, Tavern Talk. So I'm definitely hyped for this newest installment. This one is standalone, just set in the same world but in the somewhat distant past as the original game, so you can definitely play it without having experienced the first one. However, if you want to get the full experience, Easter eggs, hidden references, familiar faces and all of that, then I would definitely recommend that you check out the original game first. So if you're a fan of all the games I just mentioned, then prepare for your next beverage brewing, bartending, and of course busybodying adventure with the free demo available on Steam right now. The next game on the list is the witchy and magical creature collecting and potion brewing open world survival craft adventure, Witchspire, currently available in early access on Steam. Step into a handcrafted world of witchcraft in which you'll explore a variety of unique biomes, adventure through ancient ruins, traverse the skies by broomstick, befriend and battle against adorable creatures, grow your cosmic powers with a branching skill tree, join a coven and conjure up your very own spellcasting sanctuary using astral projection, all while saving the world from an ever-spreading corruption, either solo or with your friends. Even in its early access state, Witchspire seems to have all the components of any good survival craft life sim mix, with farming, cozy creature-based combat, resource gathering, building, crafting, and even multiplayer available from the get-go, as well as lots of witchy activities from potion brewing to spellcasting. In this version of the game, we already get to see multiple of the biomes this world will have to offer, as well as a variety of creatures to befriend, and the first 2 acts of the main story, with much more to come in the near future. So if that all sounds right up your alley and you love witchery-themed life sims, for example, Little Witch in the Woods, The Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, and Rika, or maybe you're tired of waiting for the release of Witchbrook and you want to get that magical fix, then you should definitely check this one out. And if you're not quite sure about early access, then you can always give this one a wishlist on Steam to be notified when the full release comes out. Next on the list is the cooking, farming and restaurant management RPG and card-based roguelike adventure, Beastro, available for Steam, Xbox and PlayStation now. Set in the peaceful confines of Palopori, home to artisans and tastemakers alike, you'll play as Panko, a young and talented chef helping to run the local eatery. However, a darkness has begun to stir and ravenous monsters have claimed the land beyond the village walls, so when your master goes missing and a mysterious visitor arrives bearing warnings, it's up to you to step up and take over the daily runnings of the restaurant. Gather fresh ingredients and resources, care for animals, forage for wild herbs, and grow your own crops to build your very own cozy farm-to-table restaurant and expand your recipe collection. Chop, flip, and sizzle your way through a mouth-watering variety of cooking minigames, whipping up delightful dishes for the local townsfolk and tailoring your restaurant's menu to the taste of your community by developing new meals, progressing your knowledge, and adjusting your decor to increase appeal. Serve the caretakers, brave adventurers sent to save the world, each hailing from their own unique flavour region affecting their tastes and preferences, as you preserve peace from your kitchen. Craft thoughtful meals and balance flavour profiles to boost spirits, sharpen fighting skills, and unlock new combat abilities. Then put your meal to the test with delicious deck building, where taste meets tactics and the dishes you serve influence turn-based combat cards. Beastro was definitely up there with my most highly anticipated games for this year, combining so many of my favourite mechanisms into one, from farming and resource gathering, reminiscent of my favourite life and farm sims, to cooking minigames and restaurant management, decoration, a rich narrative about saving the world, and even deck building combat. I mean, what does this game not have? So if you're a fan of farming and foraging in games like Stardew Valley, building the best combat card deck in titles like Moonstone Island, basic restaurant management, for example in Farm to Table, and the minigames of Cooking Mama, then you should definitely check out Beastro. The next game on the list is the all-in-one, relaxing hidden object, cleaning job simulator and cozy shop management game, Treasure Beach, available right now on Steam, including max support. In this beachcombing, trinket collecting and seashell scavenging shop sim, your job is to scour the beach for either treasure or trash, cleaning, repairing, and finally selling your best finds. Explore a stunning sun-soaked coast, digging up the new items that wash ashore with each passing day. Grab valuables, toss trash, rescue sea creatures, and maybe even find some buried treasure. Just keep an eye out for the high tide. When you're not 10 toes deep in the sand, dry, clean, polish, and repair your finds in your workshop, improving your newfound trinkets to sell them for more or even elevate them into wearable accessories. Set prices, serve customers, and meet a whole cast of quirky characters. With your profits, upgrade your workshop and tools to dig deeper and faster, improve your shop to attract more visitors, and eventually make enough money to slowly buy back the beach from a greedy hotel. Treasure Beach looks like the perfect game to unwind with after a long day, with relaxing beach combing and a satisfying cleanup afterwards. Not to mention a selection of fun minigames at the beach fair. And of course, the wholesome narrative of restoring a beach to its former glory through this calming gameplay loop adds to its cozy charm. So if you love cozy hidden object games like Lost and Found Co., relaxing job sim titles like Shipping and Sticky Business, and repairing unique items in games like Trash Goblin and Assemble with Care, then you should definitely check this one out. Next we have the wholesome and casual, relaxing and satisfying cleaning simulator, Cozy Cleaner, available now on Steam, including max support. In this cozy cleaning game, you'll tidy and organise messy rooms, picking up clutter, wiping away dirt, and bringing order to each space to create a sense of calm. Each level takes place in a different room. Collect scattered and strewn about items and place them where they belong. Open boxes to unpack and discover new objects. Sweep up crumbs, wipe spills, polish windows, water the plants, and finish with a refreshing room spray. With each action, your space feels lighter and so do you. With no timers, scores, or pressure of any kind, Cozy Cleaner is the perfect game to play after a stressful day, allowing you to feel in control as you slowly restore order to messy rooms, with a large variety of levels to play through, from household bedrooms and gardens, to establishments like restaurants and gyms, and even a camper van. So if you love the satisfaction of cleaning in games like House Flipper and Power Wash Simulator, but would prefer a more bite-sized gameplay experience broken down into lots of single rooms, then you should give Cozy Cleaner a go. The next game on the list is the story-rich, poetic and cinematic single-player platformer and stealth-based adventure, Dear and Boy, available right now digitally on all major platforms, with a physical release announced for both the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation this December. In this wholesome narrative and emotional platforming journey, where stunning visuals and silence speak louder than words, a runaway boy meets a fragile deer fawn, and as their bond grows, so do their abilities. As you progress through the storyline and solve the engaging puzzles and clever challenges that mark the passing of your journey, your animal companion will gradually grow alongside you, transitioning from a once fragile friend into a majestic deer, introducing an evolved relationship dynamic between the two characters and new gameplay mechanics. Dear and Boy looks absolutely stunning, and with a beautiful and poetic story to discover, is reminiscent of an animated film. My only complaint is the missed opportunity to add local co-op, as this would be the perfect story to enjoy with your player too. I love that you can command the fawn, as it allows solo players a complete experience. However, a future update in which one player controls the boy and the other the deer in local couch co-op or even online would be a super cool addition. Honestly, I was surprised to see that this wasn't already a feature when I first came across this game, as I feel like the premise just lends itself so perfectly to a two-player experience. If you love fun exploration games with a powerful story and an animal sidekick, for example Spiritfarer and Planet of Lana, as well as charming puzzle games that require you to control two characters, such as Unravel 2, then you should check out the demo for Dear and Boy available on Steam. Next up, we have the adorable single-player soccer band style puzzle game filled with adorable cats, Cat Squeeze, available right now on Steam, including max support. In this logic and exploration based wholesome journey through a cozy hand-drawn world, you will play as the little kitten Coco, travelling through a variety of seasonally inspired biomes, from sunny flower fields to snow-covered wastelands, to push boxes, slink through pipes, study the positions of objects, and blow through the walls of the cat god trial maze, where a handsome reward of endless dried fish awaits at its centre. Cat Squeeze looks super adorable, although I might be biased as one of those cat crazed people, and it looks to me like the perfect way to enjoy some soccer band style puzzles while training your brain. So if you love soccer band or logic puzzles in general, for example in games like Cats Organised Neatly and Invento, then you should definitely give this one a go. The next game on the list is the highly anticipated, creepy cute and supernatural farming and life sim with a vampiric twist, Moonlight Peaks, available now on Steam, including max support, the Nintendo Switch and mobile, with a physical release announced for Switch at the end of August. In this heart-stoppingly supernatural life sim, start your newfound eternity as a vampire in the magical town of Moonlight Peaks, raising mystical crops, learning to cast spells and brew potions, and befriending or more the local werewolves, witches, mermaids, and more along the way. Settle down in your family's old and abandoned homestead, building upon a forgotten farm with enchanted crops and magical livestock, and customizing the dishevelled gothic cottage to truly make it your own. Explore a charming town and learn more about its history and inhabitants, unravelling the mysteries of the 7 main families, all while embracing your new immortality and unlocking a range of useful and ancient abilities to assist you on your journey. From shape-shifting to witchcraft, just remember to be back in your coffin before the sun comes up. Moonlight Peaks is probably my most highly anticipated game on this list. As a girlie who loves farming sims and all things supernatural, a vampiric and magical one is right up my alley. The 3D chibi art style is super cute and unique, and the colour palette is giving Halloween all year round. I can't wait to see what this one has to offer, and of course get to know all the NPCs and romanceables. So if you love a farming sim with a cozy cast of unique characters to befriend and romance, for example Stardew Valley and Coral Island, and the integration of magical elements into these, such as in Wildflowers, then you should definitely check out the free demo available on Steam right now. Next we have the relaxing and cozy job and post office management sim with a cute feline twist, Cat Mail Co, available right now on Steam. In this cozy cat post office simulator, you will take on the role of postmaster at a forgotten post office located on a quiet island. You arrived just in time to the chaos of a missing postman and a mountain of undelivered mail. Sort, organise and deliver parcels by day and discover their hidden truths by night. Clear a strange backlog of mail, help the locals, unlock new abilities and destinations, and restore this once thriving postal service to its former glory, one package at a time, either solo or with friends. Every package tells you how it wants to be handled, but how you do that is up to you. Get your system perfected to a T, weighing parcels to determine postage fees, applying destination labels, marking fragile or heavy goods accordingly, and decorating with a variety of stamps. Maybe you'll uncover a few clues to solve the mysterious story of the post office as you work. With no timers or penalties, Cat Mail Co provides a wholesome, stress-free gameplay loop about slowing down and enjoying the rhythm of fulfilling small, satisfying tasks. Perfect for unwinding at the end of a long day, and you can even bring your player 2 along. I can't wait to play this one with Mr. Mochi. And with the magical moonlight revealing hidden truths about every parcel and the mystery of the previous postal worker, there is a lore-rich story to be uncovered. Definitely my cup of tea. So if you love cats, cozy and relaxing job sims like Ship Inc. and Fruit Bus, and fun mail delivery games like Mail Time, Letters of Arala, and Kato's Post Office, but now you want to check out the behind the scenes at the post office, then you should definitely check out the free demo for Cat Mail Co, available right now on Steam. The next game on the list is the casual and gentle-paced puzzler and a single-player exploration adventure set in a somewhat dystopian utopia, in which life is curated by artificial intelligence to maximize happiness. D-topia, available right now on all major platforms. In this relaxing yet thought-provoking choices matter puzzle adventure, you will take on the role of the newest facilitator, d-topia, stepping into a future where happiness is something that is curated by artificial intelligence, as you solve a variety of logical puzzles to keep the residents happy and the facility up and running. But what happens when problems go beyond the mechanical? How will your choices impact the well-being of the residents? And in a world where happiness is curated, what does it even mean to find a purpose? D-topia is a gentle-paced, reflective adventure in which you can unwind whilst engaging in a thought-provoking journey to discover the true meaning of happiness, stepping between two worlds and meeting the locals, each with their own unique stories and personal struggles. With the way things currently are, with more and more plans to build AI data centers, and some people, although I'm sure none of you guys, using AI to automate even the simplest of daily tasks such as deciding what we should eat for breakfast, a quote-unquote AI-managed utopia, such as the one in this game, doesn't seem too far-fetched. But when you strip away all the day-to-day challenges, the problem-solving and decision-making that makes us human, what are you actually left with? And can you truly be happy in a world where you can't even think for yourself? Life would definitely be easier, but personally I don't think it would be happier, and so I definitely enjoy the way d-topia explores these topics and makes you really think about what is going on in our real world and how making things more convenient can actually take the joy out of the day-to-day experiences that come with life. And it's not just AI, but also lots of smart appliances and tech in general. When we try to make these mundane tasks more efficient, for example, replacing a kettle with a hot water tap when we're making our tea or our coffee, and maximize our productivity, we lose these rituals that make us relax and feel human, like the simple art of just waiting for your water to boil and taking a step away from what you're doing to just be present in that moment. Anyways, that was a bit of a ramble, but definitely along the lines of what I believe this game is telling us to think about. So if you want to get reflective about the meaning of life, as we humans so often like to do, and do so while solving engaging puzzles and meeting charming characters, then you should definitely check out d-topia. Next on the list is the voxel-style survival craft and open world exploration action-adventure game, Taival, available in early access right now on Steam. In this brand new fantasy-inspired RPG adventure, you and up to 3 friends will explore a handcrafted blocky world alongside a shape-shifting companion known as a henki, a rare creature unlike any other. As you encounter new creatures throughout your journey, your henki can absorb their essences and shift between forms, each bringing with it a unique set of battle-worthy and exploration-assisting abilities. Journey through a variety of seamlessly connected biomes, each bringing their own environments, inhabitants, and secrets, from rolling highlands to dense forests and ancient ruins awaiting your discovery. Take on a wide selection of narrative quests of varying lengths and uncover your companion's lost heritage, solving the mystery of the Henki Hearthstone's destruction and restoring it to its former glory. Taival is built with co-op in mind, allowing you to invite up to 3 friends with a seamless and game-changing mix of local split screen and online players in the same session simultaneously. And journey as a full party, each with their own unique character, companion, and skill tree to make a campaign that is uniquely yours. After the disappointment that was Cube World, I've been waiting for the perfect voxel-style exploration game to scratch that itch, and Taival could well be the one. The graphics are stunning, with an open world full of gorgeous biomes to explore, as well as multiplayer at its forefront and a fun storyline with a shape-shifting companion. I just hope to see more survival craft elements like in-depth base building in the final version of the game, and that would make it perfect. So if you too are looking for something like this and enjoy survival craft open world adventure games like Minecraft, Terraria, and Vintage Story, then you should definitely check out the free demo for Taival, available right now on Steam. The next game I want to talk about is the combined remaster of 2 beloved and critically acclaimed 3D puzzle platformers and exploration-based stories into a definitive singular adventure, Moss: The Forgotten Relic, available now for all major platforms. In this emotional and atmospheric exploration adventure, set in the pages of a living storybook and brimming with myth and ancient magic, you will guide the tiny but determined hero, Quill, on a heartfelt journey of challenge, courage, and connection. Traverse a fallen kingdom marked by the ruins of an ancient realm, slowly being reclaimed by untamed nature, and solve a variety of handcrafted diorama-like environmental puzzles, seamlessly integrated into the world around you. Uncover hidden secrets, navigate puzzling dungeons, and confront arcane forces with the optional ability to skip combat for added accessibility. Personally, I haven't played the previous Moss games, but The Forgotten Relic looks like the perfect place to start, featuring both complete stories with remastered graphics and optimization for a smoother experience on modern systems. And with its stunning and whimsical forest world and fantastical ruins to explore, alongside plentiful puzzle solving, it is the perfect pick for fans of games like Tunic, Canna, Bridge of Spirits, and the Ori series. Next we have the murder mystery point-and-click puzzle adventure, The Mermaid Mask, available right now on Steam, the Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation. In this detective-themed visual novel, you'll solve the impossible locked room murder of Magnus Mortuga, the enigmatic captain of the world's strangest submarine, crewed by a cast of sketchy suspects. Discovered alone in a locked room with only an ancient stone cauldron to suggest how he may have died, play as detectives Grimoire and Sally to piece together the truth of what really happened. Exploring the submarine, solving puzzles, questioning suspects, and realising each clue you find as a 3D object for a more thorough examination. I love the art style of the Mermaid Mask, it's so fun and unique, not to mention the fully voice acted characters, which adds to the game's charm and immersion. However, it is worth noting that this is only available in English currently. I also love it when games combine 3D elements, especially puzzles, with 2D graphics, and the Mermaid Mask's clue examination system is the perfect example of this, allowing you to rotate 3D realizations of each clue you find to identify further information about them. So if you love a cozy and casual low-stakes detective game with a visual novel element, for example Duck Detective or Strange Horticulture, and solving environmental puzzles in games like Blueprints and Botany Manor, then you should definitely check out the free demo for The Mermaid Mask, available right now on Steam. The next game on the list is the Choices Matter visual novel x K-pop management job and life sim, K-pop Idol Stories Road to Debut, available for all major platforms, including physical releases for both the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation. In this ultimate crossover between the K-pop and life sim genres, you will step into the role of manager to build your dream idol group, scouting talent, managing schedules including vocal and dance training minigames, choosing outfits, planning social media, facing off rivals in thrilling RPG-style battles, and organising the perfect album for your group's debut. Choose from 8 unique trainees and lead your girl group to the top of the charts, conquering the hyper-competitive music scene and becoming the next sensation that will earn the love of the fans, as you step into the behind-the-scenes spotlight, balancing stamina, finances, and workload whilst avoiding burnout and making decisions that extend far beyond management. The relationships you build and the choices you make will define the group's future, so whether that's offering unconditional support, navigating rivalries, or representing your group in the public eye, every decision you make will have consequences, unlocking new encounters, storylines, and endings. Not to mention, randomized events will mirror the unpredictable challenges of the entertainment industry, testing your judgment at every turn. K-pop idol stories look super cute and features a plethora of content surrounding the debut of an idol group, from interviewing members to training them in dancing and singing, outfit and schedule planning, and more. It has many of the features that make up a good management game. However, it is definitely on the shorter side as it only features up until the debut album. I'd have loved to see further gameplay where you guide the group to fame, and maybe even debut each member as a solo artist later down the road. I also feel like this game greatly glosses over the dark side of the industry, as while it does replicate the tight schedules and rivalries between the groups, the relationship between group and label can often be much more controlling and even sinister in real life. However, I also completely understand that this would not fit the cozy vibes the devs had in mind for this game. From what I've seen in the currently mixed Steam reviews, although I haven't had the chance to play this one myself yet, is that randomized events and challenges are triggered way too infrequently, and that the interactions with the characters are too shallow in that they have very little effect on the story, and the choices matter elements don't matter as much as maybe they should. I feel like these issues could easily be addressed in a future update, but whether that is something the dev team will do remains to be seen, so I think that if you are interested in this one, then it would be best purchased on a sale. If you love K-pop music and visual novel style management games with lots of fun mini games, then you should check out the free demo for K-pop idol stories available right now on Steam. Next we have the cozy, cute and casual store management and town building sim featuring lots of adorable kitties, cat oil available right now on Steam including Mac support. In this cozy pixel art city builder and perfect puzzler, you will build restaurants, shops and more as you expand and decorate a lively town full of cute cats, figuring out their needs as they dine, shop, explore, and crafting the perfect balance to make this island their forever home. When you're not tending to the whims and wants of your feline friends, unlock some decorations for your island with Gashapon. Each capsule gives you a fun little surprise, from cozy plants to charming ornaments. Decorate each building to suit both your creative vision and your cat's unique tastes, slowly filling your town with personality and warmth. Cat Isle has the most adorable pixel graphics and of course the most adorable kitties too. This one is only short, clocking in at around 3 hours of gameplay across 4 unique levels, but your eyes will be pleased for every second of it, especially once you get to decorating your town with the variety of charming items available. If you love town management, puzzle solving in games like Minami Lane, as well as decorating adorable sceneries in titles like Garden Galaxy and Littlewood, then you should check out the free demo for Cat Isle available right now on Steam. The next game is the 2D puzzle platformer and post-apocalyptic adventure through a handcrafted and colourful world, reclaimed by nature, Lost in Tandem, available right now on Steam. In this wholesome story of teamwork and unlikely friendship, you will play either solo or with a friend in local couch co-op as a solitary young girl and the defective robot Makut as they band together to fulfill his program mission. Guided by the coordinates retained in Makut's deteriorated system, the duo embarks on a journey through a perilous post-cataclysm world, braving the elements and facing various challenges to reach their destination. Explore lush, colourful landscapes, uncover relics from the turn of the 21st century, upgrade your Makut's abilities to help you out of any predicament, and encounter a handful of peculiar individuals along the way, watching as these two unlikely companions' relationship flourishes in a heartfelt story of hope. But what will they actually discover at the end of their journey? Lost in Tandem has an adorably wholesome art style somewhat reminiscent of the works of Studio Ghibli, and honestly, the story of the game gives Ghibli vibes too, almost like Castle in the Sky with the overgrown world and robot sidekick. I love that you have the option to play either solo and control both characters, or with a friend in local co-op, although the addition of online co-op would be cool to see in the future for friends that are longer distance. If you love anything Studio Ghibli, exploring the post-apocalyptic worlds of games like Planet of Lana and Never, and solving environmental puzzles with a friend in games like It Takes Two and Blanc, then you should check out the free demo for Lost in Tandem, available right now on Steam. Next, we have the super cute and wholesome short adventure and puzzle platformer Dodo Duckie, available right now on Steam, Xbox and PlayStation. In this reality-bending odyssey and heartfelt journey of self-discovery, you'll play as the clumsy but courageous duck, Dodo, travelling through a glitched dimension full of charmingly bizarre planets and mastering your almost impossible new ability to switch between 2D side-scroller and 3D platforming to uncover hidden paths and solve challenging puzzles, outsmarting the aliens who kidnap your chicken friends in the ultimate rescue mission. Dodo Duckie looks super cute, and it is my first time seeing a platformer combine both 2D side-scrolling and 3D elements like this, so I'm definitely excited to see how it plays. But from what I've seen, I don't expect this one to be particularly long in terms of gameplay, maybe about 5 hours max, so it's worth keeping that in mind and considering whether that fits your personal playstyle if you're thinking of buying this one. So if you love a short but sweet platform adventure, for example Lil Gator Game or Mail Time, as well as the cute birds of a short hike and Untitled Goose Game, then you should check out the free demo for Dodo Duckie available right now on Steam. The next game on the list is the highly anticipated life and farming sim set in a modern open world, The Ranchers, releasing for Steam including Mac support in early access on the 30th of July. In this modernised farming and rural life sim, you'll raise animals, grow crops, craft machines, build your dream house, and travel by foot, horseback vehicle, or boat to explore a gigantic open world. From wild islands and shipwrecks to mines filled with rare ores and dangerous monsters, to the local town and its charming villagers, of which you'll form friendships and maybe something more. Craft objects and useful machinery, transforming even the most basic resources into elaborate products to gift villagers, fulfill daily orders, or sell at a variety of markets for profit. Not to mention, you can even sell your resources to other players via an online auction market, think Planet Zoo's animal trading. Optimize your ranch's resource consumption, signing water and electricity contracts, or building water wells, wind turbines, and solar panels to generate it yourself, selling your surplus energy to the local village. Enhance your character by leveling up various skills to serve you on your adventures, from farming, ranching, crafting, fishing, combat, and more. Build the house of your dreams wherever you want, from the seaside to the hilltops, choosing unique decor and furniture to reflect your personality and impress your friends. Meet many lively and colourful characters, discovering their atypical personalities and fascinating stories, and watching as they go about their daily lives from work and hobbies to interactions with each other. Take time to get to know each of them, forming friendships and maybe something more, moving in together and starting a family. Although the main gameplay operates on an accelerated time system, similar to games like Coral Island and Stardew Valley, the local trade guild offers new and exciting challenges with the rotation of each real-world season, allowing you to test your ranching skills and collect rewards, including exclusive new animal breeds, seeds, or other in-game content. There's definitely something for everyone, whether that's the frequent festivals and seasonal activities, or something more simple and relaxed like hobby collecting, including hunting, insect catching, and more. So if you love farming and living your best life in a new town, whilst meeting new friends and maybe even lovers in games like Stardew Valley and Coral Island, but would prefer a more modern twist and some city-like elements, think Sunnyside, then you should definitely check this one out. I know I will be. And last but not least, we have the cozy and relaxing shop management and casual gardening sim, Leafy Corner, releasing for all major platforms on the 30th of July. In this game, you will run a cute little plant shop, growing, selling, and caring for a variety of real-life plants, helping customers find their dream house plant, no matter how unusual or challenging the request, completing orders and customizing your store to suit your needs, whilst creating a warm and inviting space filled with greenery and charm. Leafy Corner looks super adorable and is the perfect game to relax and unwind while tending to plants and decorating an adorable shop. The only thing that would make it better, in my opinion, would be some kind of storyline, maybe a main overarching one, or individual narratives for each customer from a cast. Kind of like Coffee Talk or Valhalla. I love that the plants included in the game are real. A cute added touch would be some plant care tips sprinkled throughout the game for those looking to grow them in real life. Maybe different watering regimes, light levels, and nutrients required for each of the species featured, and whether or not they're pet friendly. But overall, if you're looking for a laid-back shop sim with not too much management and more of a focus on decorating, kind of like Tiny Bookshop, and you love plants and don't mind a lack of story while completing quests, similar to in Garden Galaxy, then you should check out the free demo for Leafy Corner, which is available right now on Steam. And just quickly before I end off, as an honourable mention, I'd like to briefly talk about the recent PC and console port of a beloved mobile game and sequel to the Hidden Object Collectathon and story-rich camping and scouting live sim, Cozy Grove Camp Spirit, which is now available on all major platforms in addition to its original mobile release, which does require an active Netflix subscription. In this bear-befriending life sim and island adventure, you'll help cute ghostly bears find peace once more after a bus crash leaves you stranded alone on a mysterious yet delightfully cute island. Explore a brand new handcrafted island, meeting new spirits in need of your aid to remember their lives and find peace in their passing, all while customizing a beautiful campsite, crafting, decorating and building furniture to bring life and colour back to the island, and hopefully reuniting with your lost scout troop as you gradually gather the parts to repair your bus. It's worth noting that Cozy Grove unfolds in sync with real-world time, similar to games like Animal Crossing, bringing with it fun seasonal events and new quests daily. But even once you finish your quest for the day, there's still fun to be had. You can cook, craft, collect shells, catch bugs, fish, skip rocks, or even spruce things up around the camp with the new power washing tool. I love both the original Cozy Grove game and Camp Spirit, which I've experienced on mobile so far, but I'm super hyped for the ability to play on PC and consoles now. Cozy Grove is one of those games that you can integrate into your daily routine with roughly an hour or so of new narrative gameplay unlocked every day, in addition to the usual life sim mechanics, making it perfect for those of us with busy lives who only have a short while for gaming each day, but less suited to those who want to play through lots of story during one long gameplay session. So if you love the previous Cozy Grove game, or you're an Animal Crossing fan looking for a similar kind of experience but maybe with a bit more of a storyline, then you should definitely check out the free demo for Camp Spirit available right now on Steam. And I just want to mention again, just in case this is your first time hearing about this game, that it is available for free in quotation marks on mobile with an active Netflix subscription. So that was 25 cozy games that either released or are releasing this June and July. From farming and management all the way to wholesome visual novels and puzzlers, I feel like we've definitely had a large variety to choose from these past 2 months. Do let me know down in the comments if you checked any of these out already, or if not, which you are hoping to check out soon. Personally, I'm most excited for Moonlight Peaks and Solarpunk, but I'm also looking forward to seeing what the Rancher's Early Access has to offer. Hopefully you enjoyed this new format. I'm testing out combining 2 months worth of releases into one video. It allows me to be a lot more selective with which games make it into the final list, so that I can make upcoming recommendations that I truly think people will enjoy and that I think I personally would enjoy playing. And I hope that one releases style video every 2 months will allow me more time to work on other kinds of videos in the future, as well as being more manageable as I work towards my masters. So if you did enjoy this video, please do leave a like to let me know, and if you want to see more upcoming releases videos and other cozy gaming content, then please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to receive notifications for future uploads, as honestly there isn't really much of a schedule to follow. I just upload for funsies when I have the time. Thank you for watching all the way to the end, and as always I hope you have a lovely rest of your day/night.